What did you stop telling your family about because of how they reacted the first time? I was 9 the first time I told my parents that Marcus stole from me. $20, birthday money, gone from the envelope in my sock drawer. Marcus was 14 and I'd watched him walk out of my room. He took it, I told my mom. I saw him. Your brother wouldn't do that, she said. I saw him, Mom. She called him in. He stood in the doorway looking wounded. Why would I steal from my own sister? That's messed up. See? Mom said to me. Apologize. I didn't. So my dad took my door off its hinges for a week and said maybe I'd learn not to accuse people. Marcus watched them carry it down the hall, and when they weren't looking, he smiled at me. So I stopped telling them things. I stopped telling them when he'd take cash from my wallet in high school. I stopped telling them when my paycheck went missing. I learned to lock things, hide things, keep a running tally in my head that I never said out loud. It was easier to be quiet than to be the liar. I'm 26 now. Marcus is 31 and still lives 20 minutes from our parents. Still their favorite, still going through a rough patch that's lasted a decade. The rough patch started costing money about a year ago. Grandma moved in with my parents after her fall. Marcus started visiting a lot, helpful, doting, driving her to appointments. Everyone was so proud of him. Then Grandma pulled me aside at Thanksgiving. Sweetheart, she whispered, is my mind going? I can't make my bank numbers add up. What do you mean? There's money missing. But Marcus says I keep forgetting my withdrawals. She looked so scared. Maybe I am. I felt 9 years old again. Grandma, I said, give me your statements. Don't tell anyone. Over the next month, I built a spreadsheet. I matched every withdrawal to a date. Then I matched the dates to Marcus's visits. Every large withdrawal happened on a day he drove her. I got the ATM locations, all near his apartment. I got the branch to pull the camera footage requests through Grandma, since it was her account. I got copies of the checks he'd had her sign for groceries, made out to himself. $11,000 in 4 months. I didn't say a word. I'd learned that lesson at 9. Christmas dinner, the whole family at the table, Grandma between my parents. Marcus mid-story about his new job prospects. I set a folder on the table. Before dessert, I said, I want everyone to see something. What is this? Mom said, it's Grandma's bank statements. I opened it. She thinks she's losing her memory. She's not. Marcus's forks stopped moving. Every withdrawal she can't explain happened on a day Marcus drove her. Every one, different ATMs, all 4 are within a mile of his apartment. I slid a page to my dad. These are checks she signed thinking they were for groceries. They're made out to Marcus. Cash the same afternoon. This is insane, Marcus said, standing. She gives me money, that's between us. Sit down, I said. There's footage. He didn't sit. You've always had it out for me, since we were kids. Mom, I turned to her. Remember the $20? When I was 9, you took my door off the hinges. My voice didn't shake. I'd waited 17 years for it not to shake. You told me my brother would never steal. I need you to look at this table and tell me that again. The room was silent. My dad was staring at the checks. Grandma had her hand over her mouth. Marcus, Dad said quietly, sit down. Dad, come on, sit. He sat. Dad went through the folder page by page while nobody breathed. When he got to the check images, Marcus's signature endorsing an old woman's grocery money into his own account, he set the folder down very carefully like it might break. How long? Dad said. Not a question. 4 months in there, I said. I only have 4 months. I don't know how far back it goes. Mom turned to Marcus. Tell me she's lying. Her voice cracked. Marcus, tell me she made this up. He opened his mouth, and I watched it land on both of them at once, that the daughter they'd punished for lying had never once lied, and the son they'd protected had been robbing his own grandmother while she wept at their kitchen table, wondering if she was losing her mind. Mom looked at me, really looked at me for the first time in 17 years. The door, she whispered. Oh my God, the door. Yeah, I said. I know.